What's going on, watchers of Brave Volcarona? And I am a new person that you might not have seen before on this channel. The name's TheDarkEwan45, and I enjoy doing stuff tier. Stuff? No, not stuff tier, just stuff. I like using stuff. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff, and my opponent also has a lot of stuff. He probably brought more interesting stuff than I did. Anyway, I'm fighting my good friend Xiodge, so this is a friendly battle. This isn't really competitive. It as I play every battle I have as if I'm playing a competitive person. So I mean, even my fun battles are still somewhat competitive. And you guys will see I'm using some competitive sets and also some gimmicky sets. First competitive set: Choice Banded Black Curum. I think I put Ice Beam and no, I didn't. Did I put Ice Beam? I might have put Ice Beam and Hidden Power Fire on here, but I've got Fusion Bolt, Outrage. I think I might have Dragon Claws to the Ice Beam, but I know I have Hidden Power Fire specifically for Steel types. That's a thing. Anyway, I also have a Fortress for spinning because the idea of this team was here's Black Curum, what supports it, what helps it out, that kind of stuff. Anyway, Fortress for spinning because Black Curum doesn't like rocks. Chandelure for fighting moves because Black Curum doesn't like fighting moves, and it's also for spin blocking and doing stuff. Gyarados because Curum Black doesn't like fighting moves. Happens. It's physically defensive, intimidate set. It's a lot of fun. You'll see a lot of it in this match. It's pretty helpful. I also have Endorse Salic Reversal Lucario. Please don't run it unless you're confident in your skills. It's very difficult and obnoxious, and I fail at it immediately in this battle, so don't worry about it. And I also have Sash Zen. I'm gonna get into that with the battle, but anyway, my opponent's bringing stuff, and the thing I'm going to be worried about is Blissey, but I have Choice Banded Outrage off of Curum Black that can deal with it, right? Right. Okay, anyway, he decides to lead with Conkeldurr as I led with Jalhala. I was actually kind of expecting something else to lead, but anyway, I'm just going to go straight to a Fortress, expecting to eat a Payback or a Bulk Up as he Earthquakes, so that's not great. I'm going to get my rocks up because I see he has a Mente, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. But I don't want to get anything else up because he has a spinner. So anyway, he bulks up, and then he bulks up again, and he's at +2, and I am just going to Volt Switch out to, I believe, my Beardlord. I name all my stuff, by the way, just a habit of mine. Beardlord's in. He's not going to want to take a Psychic. Little did he know, he could probably take a Psychic pretty well. But anyway, he goes out to his Blissey. I mean, if you want to save your Conkeldurr for later, that's a good thing to do, but Payback Mach Punch was probably the best thing to do there. I'm like, I should go for a Psyshock. That does nothing. That probably should have told me he was a physically defensive Blissey, or I should not have stayed in. Either one. Anyway, he's at 43%. I'm like, well, might as well go into my physical attacker, Drew Freeze. And outco him with a Banded Outrage, right? I can outco a Blissey with a Banded Outrage. 91%. Drew Freeze, you are completely useless. And then he kills me with a counter, so that's a gimmicky Blissey. Worked pretty well, but I was like, why CB Outrage from a freaking, oh my god. Anyway, I go into Gyarados. I'm like, free sub is free sub because he's going to Thunder Wave me. But I am going to fake that I'm DD right now. Just go for a Waterfall. I'm not DD. I am just Para Shuffle thing. I figured it was pointless to Para him because he's Natural Cure. There's really no point. He can go into his Donphan and then go to Jellicent. He was actually baiting me to go for the Waterfall so that he could, do his water absorb thing, but there's no point in doing that because I'm just gonna Thunder Wave here, and you would have been anyway. I was confused by the set of plays, but as it is, he can Giga Drain and not break my sub, and I can just Dragon Tail him into whatever. So I Dragon Tail him into his Donphan. I know his Donphan is not going to take a Waterfall, and he's going to expect the Waterfall, so I can go for another Dragon Tail, expecting his Jellicent. What do you freaking know? Happens. Again, I play these matches competitively. I have a lot of fun, though, so that's the entire point. I figure if you do something this much, you might as well make it fun. Anyway, Conkeldurr comes in. I've been seeing a lot of Sheer Force Conkeldurr, so I'm like, oh, he'll be Sheer Force Life Orb stuff. Anyway, he's leftovers, so ignore what I said. He's Guts leftovers, so I figured I was the only one that ever ran Guts Conkeldurr anymore. I'm just going to spam Waterfalls, hoping to get some Paraflinch, but no. He just gets paralyzed on the first turn, then he Ice Punches crits. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can sub again because I took some damage. Well, that's not a crit and it broke my sub. He's definitely Guts because I'm max physically defensive. But anyway, Conkeldurr's still in. I figure I can go to Chandelure, take one hit of an Ice Punch easily. That's a Guts Ice Punch and didn't do much. You wouldn't predict that and go for Payback on the switch. Even if he did, I could deal with it. and I just go for Fire Blast because he can't, you know, hit me with a Mach Punch. And I use Fire Blast because I like, you know, doing stuff. Anyway, he goes into Entei. Not sure why I'm that choice, but he does threaten me out with the Stone Edge. So he goes for the Stone Edge as the Alakazam comes in because it's paralyzed and it's completely useless. I don't want to use it anymore. Then he Extreme Speeds. I guess because he doesn't want to miss a Stone Edge. There's really no other reason for it. It just shows me that he's, you know, got Extreme Speed. Anyway, I go into Lucario to quasi-threaten him out and just go for the Crunch because I don't have close combat. Because I'm Indoor Reversal. Gotta think. Anyway, I switched to Chandelure because I'm expecting him to Rapid Spin. He Rapid Spins, so that's cool. What I can do right here is go for a super effective move. I didn't want to sub because that would be silly subbing on a Donphan. I can just break my sub with Earthquake. I'll just go for the Energy Ball, and maybe Fortress can set up some spikes a little bit more. Anyway, Jellicent dies to an Energy Ball, and then he goes back into his Entei to threaten me out. So yeah. Anyway, if he wanted to predict the switch and go for the fire move, that probably would have been better than just going for another Stone Edge. That's wasting his PP a little bit, and not gonna do shit to my Fortress. So I can just go for a Volt Switch here if he stays in, but he doesn't. He goes to Donphan, and silly me, ground types aren't affected by Volt Switch. Silly me. But anyway, I'm just going to straight switch out to Gyarados this time because I figured he'd expect the Chandelure switch from last time and go for an Earthquake. What do you know? And I'm going to speed this portion up because it's just Gyarados just doing what it does because I realize he doesn't have Jellicent anymore. I figured there's nothing I can do to stop the spinning, and I don't want him going for another Earthquake predicting my Chandelure switch again because it's pointless and he'd get back sturdy anyway, eventually. So anyway, I go for a Waterfall. He doesn't want to take another one, so he switches after Seed Bomb damage. So Seed Bomb damage on my sub. He brings in the Champ, and I'm thinking, oh, well, he's going to be No Guard Stone Edge. No, he's Guts too. Freaking God. Just everything's Guts. Anyway, I'm just going to go for Waterfall, be like, Paraflinch? No Paraflinch. He's going to break my sub with a Nice Punch. And what I can do right here, right now, is go into Fortress and just fire this thing off. Get a couple more hazards up just to hit Entei on the switching because I know I can at least kill the Donphan a little bit later. I'm going to slow this back down. He misses a cross chop. Doesn't really matter in the long-term things. Just means I get another layer of spikes up. But anyway, he hit a cross chop there, and I'm going to get a second layer of spikes up here. So there's Stealth Rocks and spikes on the field, and he's going to take me out with another cross chop. So I go into Lucario because I'm like, well, he's hit 2 cross chops. He's going to hit a third, right? Knowing my luck, he hits a third. He hits a third. I endure it. I'm living on 1 HP. Sonic Berry boosts my speed. I can go for a reversal. Silly me, he has Bullet Punch. I figured an Extreme Speed wouldn't kill, and I'd need the reversal damage, so I banked on the Para-Hacks, and it didn't work out for me. Anyway, I can just go into Chandelure here, go for a sub, get a free sub because he's going to get paralyzed here, and that's great. He's holding Quick Claw, so my free sub disappears because of his Earthquake, and I kill him with a Shadow Ball. I wanted to cry. Because this means Chandelure is not behind a sub. This would have been game had he not had Quick Claw. This just would have been dead. His Donphan wasn't able to take an Energy Ball. His Entei would have to break my sub there by taking more damage after he takes Stealth Rocks and Spike switching damage. That's easily dead from Shadow Ball. The freaking Quick Claw. Anyway, I know that I have the game in the bag because Gyarados has a super effective move against him, super effective stab move. I Intimidate, and unless he's banded, which he isn't, there's no way this Stone Edge is going to kill even with the crit. So as it is, I just take him out with a Waterfall, win that close 1-0, but as it is, it was a very fun game. I enjoyed it a lot, and it was fun times. Black Kyurem, severely underwhelming, gotta say. Freaking 91% to a Blissey. I should probably take to drinking sometime soon. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment in the video as well. I know all of us here at Brave Volcarona, at least myself, I enjoy reading comments. I figure other people do as well. They just kind of pop up and say, hey, someone liked your video enough to leave a like and a comment. And you go, oh, I feel better inside. But as it is, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do leave me a comment. I love reading this. And subscribe to Brave Volcarona if you love watching epic battles like this unfold before your eyes. Promise next time I'll bring something a little bit more competitive. But as it is, I like my gimmicks and I think I'll stick with them. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Next time that I upload to this channel, I'm not sure when that'll be. Candy will tell me. I can guarantee it. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm really bad at outros, so I hope you guys don't mind. And until next time, this has been TheDarkEwan45 signing out. Peace out, guys.